Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm sharing my September sheetload of cards. Now, I have to figure out a better angle for my camera with Slimlines because it's really hard to get a Slimline card in frame, and let alone six of them. So, my cards today are from Alicia at Call Me Crafty Al's YouTube channel. If you are a subscriber to her channel, every month she provides a template with a sketch and cutting measurements. I discovered her channel in June and I was amazed, and everything that she does appeals to me. I haven't yet been able to use the June sketch. June was crazy busy, but I did have cards for the July sketch. I haven't posted those yet because I never post things on my blog in the same order that I make them. But I did do the July, the August, and now September. So check out Crafty Al's YouTube channel. I will link it below, and subscribe. These sketches and the templates are amazing. I love working assembly line, and she's had a couple of special templates. So one month was 6x6 papers. Normally she shows how to a cutting template for 12x12 inch papers. So the 6x6 were a lot of fun, and I think I've made it 2 or 3 times. And this one is another special edition. It is for Slimline cards. So two 12x12 sheets of patterned paper, some cardstock, and you get a set of 6 Slimline cards. Now, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. The hardest part of the whole thing is deciding what you're going to make. Generally, I would make birthday cards because I donate 25 cards a month to my mom's old nursing home. However, with fall coming, I wanted to make some fall cards, but I knew I didn't need 6 fall cards or Thanksgiving cards. I'm in Canada, so our Thanksgiving is in October, and so I need to be thinking about my Thanksgiving cards. So I made 3 Thanksgiving cards and 3 masculine birthday cards. So I will go through them with you. These are the 2 Thanksgiving cards that use the same sticker package. So these are turkey stickers from Jolie's Boutique that I've had for a very long time. The pattern paper is from Night and Fall. It's an older pattern paper set from Michaels. Happy Thanksgiving. Both the die and the shadow are from the Stamps of Life. I don't know if it's still available. It's a 3D drop-in, so it's meant to pop up, and the shadow layer is the base of the pop-up. So it is, oh, sorry about my dogs. It is connected here and here, so I just cut this portion out with the yellow patterned paper, and then a couple of quick paper snips here and here, and I had my shadow layer for the greeting. I used a stitched circle and then a torn paper mask, and then I just used a blending brush so that the turkey wasn't kind of floating in middle of the air, and a couple of sequins from my stash. Might be hard to see on the camera, but the patterned paper has got lovely sparkly bits. Now, I did deviate from the sketch a little bit. The main panel is supposed to cover the entire card front, and I do like a bit of a frame. So after I had everything cut, I then trimmed down this panel by less than 1/4 inch. So I would have just this little panel, and then the top portion is supposed to be like a base cardstock. Alicia embossed hers, so it had polka dots or something on it. I ended up using, so for me, the pumpkin layer. This pattern paper I've had for so long, there's all kinds of bits and pieces in the package. So I grabbed a couple of those smaller pieces, like this yellow one and the pumpkin paper, and I was able to use them all up on the card. So inside I have one of the leftover strips of patterned paper, a sentiment stamp, bless the food before us, friends beside us, and the love between us. That is from Tailored Expressions, and a couple more stickers from the package. So there's my 2 Thanksgiving cards with that turkey. My 3rd Thanksgiving card uses another turkey sticker from my stash. This is a Tasteful Labels die set from Stampin' Up. From Our Table to Yours is from the same stamp set by Tailored Expressions, and I will have my blog linked below, and I always have a full supply list on my blog. Some more of the pumpkin pattern paper, the leaf pattern paper, the wood grain pattern paper. Now, Canadians, we didn't have pilgrims, so this is a card that I will be sending to one of my American friends for Thanksgiving. And I added a few more of the stickers that were in the package that came with these Jolie's turkeys. Oh, and this turkey and the pilgrim hats, this was a sticker set from Recollections that I had found on clearance for like 25 cents and thought, oh, I'll use that one day. Stickers were my first love. I started card making with stickers, so I'm always drawn to cute stickers. So got that one used up out of my stash. I have the same sentiment inside, and then I used the Stampin' Up's Pick a Punch. No, I think it's called Pick a Banner Punch. Anyhow, it's one of the new ones in the Christmas catalog, and I used the what do you call that? Arrow end rather than the fishtail end. So I used up that pattern strip, and I have my 3 Thanksgiving cards ready and done. For the happy birthday, these 2 are done the same. And I used again, another scrap of the paper was this polka dot here. This is another Stamps of Life, the happy birthday. It's a 3D drop-ins, and I cut it out with a stitch circle from MFT Stamps. Inside, age is strictly a case of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Another strip of pattern paper there. So these 2 cards were done very similar, other than when I placed this at the same height as this one, I realized that I had a whole lot of the polka dot image. I would rather have, if I'd placed it lower on the panel, it just looked off to me because of all the polka dot. I wish I had left more of the leaf, the sparkly leaf pattern paper showing. So I took a scrap of the copper, it's like a pearlized copper paper cardstock rather, from my stash, and I cut a fishtail banner. Added a couple of sprigs from Stampin' Up's Forever Fern bundle, and that was also cut from another scrap, and that finished off that card. Inside, not aging, just upgrading, and another strip of pattern paper. And my 3rd birthday card, this is a penny black happy birthday. Another scrap of the pattern paper that I was able to use up. These 2 leaf elements have been in my stash forever, and I'm slowly dwindling them down. I think I have an apple and a tree and a small leaf left, and then that package is done. So they have this little embossed veining on them. I believe they're from K & Company. I've had them for years. And again, inside, not aging, just upgrading. So for my 3 birthday cards, one will go in a pile that I'm making birthday cards for a friend. Another will go to a pile for my daughter, and then I will donate the 3rd one to my mom's old nursing home. I use a heavyweight cardstock, 110 pound, when I'm making slimline card bases. In fact, I'm pretty much all my card bases now are the 110 pound. I used to use, it's called 110 pound. It's not 110 pound, but it's a, oh, there's the dogs again. There's squirrels running around outside making the dogs crazy. I have used this cardstock, white cardstock from Staples since I started stamping. I used to be Office Depot, and then Staples had it, and I'm finding with the Slimline, you really need the extra stability of a really heavy, sturdy cardstock. Now, I'm a little bit biased. I don't like wussy cards. I don't like cards that kind of bend and fold. So I'm enjoying the extra sturdiness of the 110 pound cardstock, and 6 cards. What I wanted to show you about the sketch, in case you're not familiar, is so you're taking 2 different 12 by 12 patterned papers. So in this case, I took the leaf pattern paper and the brown pattern paper. You cut your main panel to fit your slimline cards, and my slimline cards are 3.5 by 8.5 inches. And then the piece that's left over at the bottom, now, I mean, you're cutting enough to make 6, so you're actually cutting 3 panels from each of the 2 pattern papers. But so then the piece that's left over, you then cut here. So each card has got one of the tall pattern papers as a card base, and then the opposite pattern paper to go on the base, and the opposites are supposed to, according to the sketch, go on the bottom, and then you have a white element here that you can add a sentiment or an image to. I just went off the rails as I generally do, but sketches are awesome for that. You can take them and make them your own. I was so excited about this sketch. You know I love slimline cards. I have almost 70 of them on my blog already. If you go to my blog, which is linked below on the right hand side, I always have labels, so you can click on slimline if you want to see any of the other slimline cards that I've made. Now, slimlines generally fit in a number 10 business envelope. And you know what, let me just move these out of the way because I'm running out of filming room here. So number 10 business envelope and slimline cards are meant to fit in that. There's extra room, as you can see, and that's great because when you have foam tape or bulk, it gives them room. When you've got bulky embellishments. So, but I was also looking for a number 9 envelope, and because I'm a little crazy, I found number 9s at uline.ca in Canada. I'm sure they have Uline in other countries as well. But so I ordered a box of number 9 envelopes, and they just seem to fit that much nicer. 500. 500. I'll be able to make a lot of slimlines. But the other option is if you were sending a card to someone to send, the number 9 envelopes are meant to fit inside. So sometimes for Happy Mail, and there are companies that have stamps that say, sending this card to you, but I'm not signing it so you can enjoy it and then pass it on. This would be a fun way to do that. So you could address to the recipient on the number 10 envelope and add your little note inside on a post-it note and include the second envelope for them to mail. So just a thought. I'm trying to justify 500 envelopes, but really they were like $24 for 500 envelopes. And I challenge you, at least in Canada, to go on Amazon and find nice slimline envelopes or nicely colored slimline envelopes. I've got yellow ones on my wish list, and I think there's 25 in the package, and they're $29. So that's why they're still in my wish list, because I can't spend $29 on 25 envelopes. Even if it's 50 envelopes, that's still way too much. So same amount of money, 500. 500 white, simple, but they're a nice quality. They don't have the blue on here. So there's a tip for you. Anyhow, go check out Call Me Crafty Al's YouTube channel, link below. Subscribe, download the sketch, and have fun making slimline cards. I will be doing this sketch again. I want to make birthday. I wanted to do Halloween with, I've got spiderweb doilies, and I thought they would be really cute at front. Like, my mind is just going a mile a minute. So a fantastic sketch. Thank you for all you do, Alicia. I'm loving the sheetload of cards idea, and I'm so glad I found you on YouTube. If you enjoyed my video today, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my cards. That's it for me today.